Hi, this is Aziz Khan, and this is the second video of the video series on telecom related to financial terms for operators. So, in the first video, you can watch my first video again by clicking on the card which is being shown on the left side. So, in the first video, I have given some idea that what is ARPU, how it is calculated, what are the advantages and disadvantages of knowing the ARPU of a country or company or an area. So as we were discussing, I told in my previous video that ARPU is quite a fragile thing. So here I will show you on this graph on the left side, we have ARPU of some of the countries for the last 5 years, and you can see that the number is not a constant value, it's changing on yearly basis. So the problem with ARPU, as we discussed, is that it's very fragile, and you cannot make a very strong case only based on ARPU. I mean, you have to do some other estimations. This is only for giving you a start. I mean, for example, you want to start, you want to explore some uh, region or some companies, then you can take ARPU as a startup, but you cannot take ARPU as a main factor or the pivot of your decision, because here you can see very simply that if a number is changing this much rapidly, then how will you be able to make a decision? For example, for Costa Rica, we can see that in 1 year the ARPU is 11.45 and it went to 5. It goes to less than half of it. So even though this is a very good number for starting, but we should be very careful in making a big decision on ARPU, and we should take care of a lot of other things, and that is why I had mentioned that knowing the trend is also very important. So like for example, for some countries like South Africa, you can see that the trend is quite constant. I mean, it's 7787. So even though the ARPU is low, but still the market is, you can say that, quite mature. I mean, there's no big changes. But this is for a country. As we say that the ARPU is reported for countries and for operators as well. Like for example, in India, we can see the ARPU is around $2. Now here we see that the ARPU of India is distributed on the operator level. So here we see that industry ARPU is 129 Indian rupees. $2 is, I think, almost 129, or maybe a little bit more than 129. But because the this picture on the right, I don't have the year. I mean, I'm not sure that it is reported for which of the year. So, but assuming that this $2 comes out to be 129 Indian rupees. So here we can see that the distribution of, because this 129 is the average ARPU of this whole country. Now this average is, we can see that there is one outlier, this MTNL. They are getting the most out of this revenue distribution. So, and BSNL is getting the hit. I mean, the average distribution is between these two, you can say. All others are almost on the same level. So if someone wants to invest in India, then at least from the ARPU side, he knows that he should start from MTNL. He should see that, okay, how MTNL is doing, how it is going, and based on this number, at least he has something to start on, something to build on. So ARPU is good to give you a company wise, a single number to give you some starting idea. But as I told you, that it's very fragile. It cannot be used as the main factor in making all the decisions of a company. It can be good in making some factor, as a factor in making some of the decisions and company level decisions, but on the other side it is a bit fragile number, and uh, you should see and you should look into many other areas before making a solid decision. So I hope that this video about the fragility of ARPU and why the trend is knowing the trend is more necessary than knowing the actual ARPU of an instant is very important, because if you don't take the trend, then still, like for example, if you are going through this video and you want to see that, okay, I want to see MTNL more in a ARPU side, then you should see the trend of MTNL, that okay, how its ARPU is going, or going higher or going lower. In the next video, I will tell you some more things about the trend in ARPU, that okay, even the trend is also not, you can say that, not very straightforward. You have to see a lot more things. So hopefully in the coming videos, I will try to enlighten you more about that, what is ARPU and how this number should be used. And then we will talk about the next thing that I want that people should use more, which is the data costing. So keep on watching, wait for my other videos, and do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question regarding the technical or the financial sides of telecom operations, then do comment on my video and I will get back to you. So see you soon. Goodbye.